Hi. Okay, so we're closing out the PR cheats chapter, which there's not a lot of cheats, so it was like the shortest chapter, unfortunately. So I'm just going to read through a quick list of like shortcuts. Some of them are kind of like tools or services. So first is HARO, or people call it HARO. I don't know. It stands for Help a Reporter Out. And I guess it's Precision now, so maybe you can't get it. We don't have Cision anymore. We switched to Muckrack. And that's a PR cheat, but I'll tell you in a minute because I'm not on that section. Haro. Reporters reportedly put in what they're working on into Haro. They say, I need a source for this or whatever. And you just sign up for these emails and it'll come in like one bulk of a bunch of reporters looking for stuff. It sounds great, right? I never get anything from it. I mean, we pitch it and then we spend time on it and we don't. I think it's worked like a few times. We actually, a few good times, but it's just like the amount of time that you put into that, it's doesn't seem worth it to us. But you can sign up for like different kinds of topics that you want to look for and everything. And being a firm that works with lots of different kind of clients, we have to sign up for all the topics. And anyway, it's kind of like if you're having a really hard time finding stories or pitching people, you could look at that. Google Alerts is something to sign up for so that you can kind of keep on top of not only your client news and what you're pitching, but also trends in the industry. Or Talkwater is also a kind of service that is good for that. And there's more in here. I'm not going to read it, but that kind of like tracking services. Moz is good to know what the DA, domain authority of a website is. So if you just sign up for the free version of Moz and you just have to sign in and make sure the Moz browser is on your Chrome settings, then whatever website you're on, you can see the DA. And I judge people now by the DA. Sorry. It is what it is. And now moving on to media databases, which is a PR tool big time. Actually, Muckrack has DA as one of their qualifiers for websites or for whatever we pitch, which is website based, which is huge, right? Like, because that's what I care about. Like, I guess unique monthly visits, it's really hard to gauge. So we look at domain authority of a website. Anyway, so the like PR list building tools, so contact tools are Cision, Meltwater, Muckrack, Agility PR Solutions. All I've used is Cision and now Muckrack. Muckrack seems a little easier to use. I'm still kind of muddling through it, but it has more to it. And it's a little easier, I think. But sometimes ease doesn't make things straightforward, if that makes any sense. And there's no way I'm going to explain what that means. Sometimes when you're kept kind of like in a bucket like Cision does, it keeps you a little bit, you can see what all's there. With Muckrack, there's so much there. I'm having kind of a hard time with it. But it seems like it should be really good. And they have really good customer service and everybody else likes it. So, and Award Z is a free searchable it's free searchable database of business awards. Now this was old. I don't know that it's, my book's a little old. You might want to check on Award Z. I don't think they update it, but I don't think the awards change because nobody is super creative when it comes to like creating awards. But those are, if you're like, oh, how did you know about like the best granola bar in town.com award? Well, it was from our Award Z, maybe. Okay, we also use whatnationaldayisit.com. This is where you can go, all those little days like National Cupcake Day or whatever. I mean, they have tons that are actually really important, like National Don't Be a Bully Day, maybe. Or like real ones like Breast Cancer Awareness Day, important ones. Well, bullying, you don't want to do that either. But anyway, you go to that and you search all of the days and see what fits for what campaign you're working on. And then you can somehow kind of tie that, can kind of spark some content ideas or PR ideas, just looking at the national days. I mean, I'll even forget a holiday, right? So, like for Valentine's Day, okay, if I have something like a dessert or something, maybe I would want to know when Valentine's Day is. Now that's really basic, but okay. And then, oh, guess what? My podcast is a tool. My podcast is called PR Talk. So subscribe and listen to it. And let me know what topics you want to hear about, as long as it's not more PR cheats.